What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. Out early this morning, see if we can get on a little bit of a topwater bite. I'm missing someone. Sleeping Beauty apparently decided to sleep in, so it's just me for right now. We might have a guest joining us later, but got some water behind us, got a frog tied on. Let's see if we can find anything. I don't know what the day is going to turn into. We've had some flooding up here, so I don't know. We're going to try to find something, so let's stop talking. Let's try to catch some fish. How is there nothing willing to come up and eat this good walking little frog? Like literally all this and there's nothing hungry enough to come up and eat it. It's some malarkey. I don't get it. I don't get your tasting food fish. This should be the deal. A little walking frog early in the morning. A little disappointed in you today, fish. Tell me that's a fishy cast. Look at that, right in that pocket. Come on. Largemouth bass, corner pocket. Oh gosh, dang it. Did you see that? This is exactly where I was at in that last video that I did my unboxing, and something hit it here. Completely missed it. I mean, just straight up missed it. Will he come back for it? Last time I threw one cast, he didn't come back at all. Oh my gosh, full breach, out of the water, and just flat missed it. Come on, fish. That's my first blow up all morning, and that fish has horrible eyesight. Apparently I'm picking on the poor blind fish over here. Oh, that thing came all the way out, tail and all. Oh, that one did. Got him. First one of the morning. Yes, look at that. Solid little 2-pounder on the frog to start the morning out. Oh, that poor dude was going nowhere. Look at that. I mean, nowhere. Fat little belly. There we go. All right. Number one on the day. Thank you, sir. Go. Had one go full breach out of the water and just flat missed it. See if we can follow up and get that fish. I don't know if it was the same one that followed it. Look what the old cat drug in. I knew. Look at how pretty you are this morning. Yeah. All that beauty sleep you got. You are just a handsome man. All right, I'm gonna throw my Hula Grub. Oh. I just told Randizzle, trying to find somewhere to fish because all the piers are taken. Said I bet there's a fish on this here log. As soon as I came up here, multiple fish done swam out. Oh, told you there's a fish on that log. Sorry, little guy. Grabbed it like you were bigger. Didn't mean to give you the old power bomb into the bank. There we go. First one today on the old Hula Grub. Bringing back old school. Little guy. We had to get a Debo dink on here. Well, what? So is this the one where we went and I puked on this one? Yeah. Really?
I think so.
Huh.
Can I call it? Oh, he's a tank.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. No, don't swing it. I'm not even rolling. Oh, I am rolling.
Oh,
it's a good one. Nice. Well, dare I say it was the jackhammer. We've been skunked pretty much all day, except for a couple fish early, and then Randizzle throwing the jackhammer gets it done.
Oh man.
Two pounder, two something. It's kind of skinny.
I would say two something.
Maybe. Yeah. Hula Grub. Oh, whoa. All sorts of little fishies running away over here. All right, let's throw the Hula Grub over here, see if anything will eat it. One fish on it. Oh my gosh, dude. If this is a bass, it's a monster. No jokes. No jokes if that's a bass. Carp. Carp. Old Harold and Ed must have got their fill. We done caught all these fish out here. Minnows, crawlers. Huh? Oh, something was tickling me. Tickling me in them rocks right now. You dirty rat. Something keeps knocking it right there. No, he was just like pop up, grab, pop up, grab. Crap, your bluegill or something. Yep, all the appendajabulas. That wasn't. Yeah. There we go. The old Hula Grub doing some work. Solid little fish right there. Popped it a couple times. There we go. Saw a little 2-pounder. The Hula Grub going old school on that old Hula Grub. He's tubby too. All right, there we go. Number 2 on the old Hula Grub. Boy, that one was not going anywhere. Little dock knocker jigs, homemade Hula Grub like I used to throw. Golly, stuck. All right, biggest one on the day. Whoa, about went in. Biggest one on the day, a little over 2 pounds there. We'll take you. Thank you. Now I got to retie. Right there, look at that. All the way up. Feel.
No, I can see it. Yeah, yeesh.
Oh, blast from arc. See the tips broke. Insert. This outside of it.
So it's pulling and rubbing, huh?
Brand new rod. It has a warranty.
15 years.
Oh my God. What's happening to us today?
Literally just went to cast it too. Hey, I should fish with this one. I have to send it into it.
Oh, well. Oh!
Oh!
Got him.
Dang. Hope he's okay.
Up out of the rocks. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to do that, but I had to act all quick like. You just shot up and grabbed it. All right, there we go. Number 2 here. That one was on the old underspin and it was fraying my line on everyone. A little 1.5-pounder. We'll take him, dang it. All right, there we go. Patrolling the rocks, eating all the bait. Off he goes.
Hey guys, doing my best debo here. We're moving, we're driving, we're cooking. Today's been a 2-man trip on the struggle bus. I know I broke my rod, broke it clean in half. Well, not in half. It broke right above the handle, so that's awesome. We get to make a phone call to the old St. Croix here. Monday, maybe, who knows. Debo had an issue with his rod. Had a little tip issue, just the tip, nothing else, just the tip. And yeah, so he's gonna have to call them and see what they can do. Important thing is, don't let the frustration get to you. Frustration happens, things happen, life goes on, and you know what? At the end of the day, you're out fishing, and that's what's important. Oh yeah, P.S. Hey Debo, how's it going? Have fun! See you guys in a bit.
All right, fishing friends, as Randy said, we did move on and hit a few spots, but they did not pan out. You know what they say, don't leave fish to find fish. We did, we gambled, didn't catch any. But the important thing is to get out and fish. Fishing is a game of numbers. I tell new people that all the time. Getting frustrated, I went out, I couldn't catch anything. What am I doing wrong? I only go, once every 2 weeks. Well, the problem is you need to get out and grind. The more often you get out, the better chance you have of finding and catching fish. Now I wanted to talk about 5 things that I took away from this video. Number 1, always focus on the crotch of trees. I've said it before, I'm gonna keep saying it. Anytime you have a big laydown tree in the lake like that, and that main trunk comes out and you get that one big piece that makes like a crotch like this, always throw your bait there. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 times maybe you pitch there, there's gonna be a fish. Anytime there's a big crotch like that, for whatever reason, there's always a fish sitting up there under it. So if you like to flip and pitch, you know, your Texas rig or weightless stick bait, whatever it is, always focus on that when you come by laydowns. Number 2, don't give up on a spot just because somebody was there. You know, a lot of people kind of take for granted, oh, somebody's already there, they've already done whatever the fish want, and they've caught all the fish that are there, and they'll just move on. Now, we hit the spot before that, probably an hour something. Before that gentleman left, he was there all morning with minnows, and I think they had worms up there. I don't know how many they caught the whole time we were there. I didn't see him catching anything, but you know, a lot of people could have moved on and assumed he caught all the fish there. He had live bait. We can't catch anything. We went over there and still caught 2. One was a pretty good fish, probably 2.5 pounds, something like that. So just because somebody's there, don't be afraid to go up behind them and use your techniques. There's a good chance you're doing something a little bit different than them, and you just might catch some fish. Number 3, don't be afraid to go back to some of those old school lures. You know, lures go in cycles for me, and I think kind of everybody's like that. You know, one year, the big thing might be a swim jig, and the next year it might be a chatterbait, and the next year it might be a jig. You know, you get into kind of that routine, and you don't want to put that lure down because you've got so much confidence that you're in it. Now, something for me, not necessarily this brand, but chompers, this is what I was throwing in this video, but these Hula Grubs, I don't know how many times you heard me say that in the video. If you were taking a drink every time I said it, you're probably cross-eyed by now. But Hula Grubs like this were something that I threw when I was younger because I didn't really have confidence in those big, you know, mop jigs like they used to be back in the day. A big mop jig with an Uncle Josh's pork rind deal thing on the back of it was what guys were throwing around all the time. That was the deal. Jig and pig. That's where that saying comes from. But something like this, and this is really just a finesse jig, and I kind of chuckle at it now because prior to this year and the end of last year, I didn't really throw finesse jigs that much. Flipping them into, you know, timber and stuff, I did that, but throwing finesse jigs like on the rocks, like I was just doing there, what Randy is so good at, he's a pro at that, I was doing it with this, just a little green pumpkin colored Hula Grub. I always have people asking about the combo, so I'd figure I'd go over that quick. This is the rod I was throwing it on, 7.3 heavy power. That's rated for lures up to 1.5 ounces, and this is the exact rod I was throwing. Brand new, and well, I'll talk about that in a second, but heavy power rod, that's the SLX XT reel. I'm really liking that. What is that? That's the 7 2-to-1 speed. Like I've said before, the 7 speed's kind of my all-around favorite. And then 20-pound fluorocarbon on that. I tend to go on the heavy side, but I look at it as insurance. I could throw 15, but if I can manage 20 and get away with it, I'm going to throw it and be safe. Now, thing number 4, speaking of rods, be sure when you purchase a rod in the mail to check it out before you take it out. That was a brand new rod in that video, my first time fishing it, and the tip of it, I'll put that up on the screen here, the tip of it was cracked and chipped, and that's what was fraying my line. I've had a few rods like that in the last year where either a tip, usually it's not the tip, usually it's some down. They do a pretty good job of putting like the bubble wrap stuff on it, but this one I got was chipped, so I'm guessing it was probably chipped at the manufacturer before it came in and they didn't even notice it. They probably had the tip covered. Or oftentimes it's one of these down here. Sometimes they can rattle around the tube and get broke. So a good tip that I saw on Jim's channel, Tackle Junkie 81. If you're not subscribed to him, you don't watch his stuff, go check him out. He's a super nice guy. He takes a Q-tip he showed in a video and goes around each guide before he, gets line and stuff on it and rubs that in there. If there's a crack or, a chipped insert inside there, the little hairs on that cotton will get stuck in that and kind of pull, and you can tell. So I would recommend doing that. I'm going to start doing that on every one that I get and visually inspecting it. I'm a nerd. I get a flashlight and look at every single one now because I don't want to get out of the water and every 2 or 3 pitches have my line all scraped up and roughed up. I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. Every couple pitches I was having to retie. That's why the spool on this is so low. That was a brand new spool that day, and I yanked off I don't know how much line retying. All right, and the 5th thing I learned is you have to appreciate any time you get out on the water. I know it sounds cliche and all sappy and emotional, but it is true. Tomorrow is not guaranteed for any of us. So I hear new people so often getting frustrated. Debo, it's been 2, 3, 4 trips. I can't catch a fish. I just want to give up. I don't want to fish for a month. That's the wrong attitude to have. As you can see, even I have bad days like that. The pros have bad days like that. You look at the Bass Elite Tours, and those guys are professionals making money catching fish, and you'll see guys at the bottom who are struggling to catch even one scoreable fish. So It happens to everyone. But that's enough for me tonight. Our subscribed fishing friend shout out today goes to 262 Fishing. Thank you, sir, for watching and supporting my channel. I just learned you have your own YouTube channel. I'll link that down below. Everybody out there, feel free to go check out his channel and support him. He supports me, so I do appreciate it. And a big thank you to all of you who watch and support my channel. I appreciate you more than wheels on a car. But that's it. I got to get editing, so thanks for watching, and until next time.